Dear viewers, welcome to this reading. This reading, coffee cup reading, is for all Scorpio and it's for the month of July, a little bit over 2026, for all Scorpios. I hope you'll enjoy this reading, my dear Scorpio. I hope it helps you see what's coming, what's hidden, what's behind the corner, what's around the corner, what is important for you to know. It's all aspects of your life, every detail, and we're going to go through it. Your coffee cup is immensely, overwhelmingly full in so many ways, my dear Scorpio. So much is going on here. Absolutely so much. Wow. Okay, I'm going to start right at the beginning. Before I do, I'd like to let you know, first I'd like to welcome each and every one of you here. Thank you all for being here. Accept my best wishes and regards to all of you. My warm regards and gratitude to all of you, my dear Scorpio. I also would like you to know, if you're new to the cup, that I do meditate prior and I'm given information which I write down on a piece of paper and deliver to you. As always, if you're new, you don't know, but I will do this at the end of the reading. What is amazing that I'd like to report to you, to let you know, is that over the 6 years I've been doing coffee cup, something strange has happened. The initials have been removed. All the initials that I used to get, people's names, they were removed for every sign this July. So something very bizarre. I'd love to hear your feedback. Let me know what you think. I don't know why. I just deliver what was given, and this thing was omitted somehow, taken away. So we'll see what that means. I'd love to get everybody's opinion about that. Why do you think the heavens or the universe removed the initials? Is it because a lot of people didn't want them and I didn't even know about it? Let me know, and it'll be good to see everybody's opinion. Having said that, now we'll start with your reading. Glasses on, and let me begin. Right. What is the first thing I see? Right. It's connected. Okay. So it looks to me like there was a situation that you should have left some ages ago, but you were procrastinating, maybe because of compassion, maybe because of the painful truth. Maybe you were dealing with someone that needed help, that you were still there. They needed your presence. All I see now is as though the heavens are saying and showing that you should not attempt to safeguard the situation. This situation is ending, even though it might end in a very harsh way. Maybe it might disrupt. There may be a bit of disruption, but you need to let it end the way it ends. There's no need to safeguard it. There is one challenge and it's going to come to an end. That challenge might be a very difficult one, but it is coming to an absolute ending. And this is happening from June. It has started the process of it, even though you might not have seen it. It started from June all the way to the end of August into September. Wow, it's giving us timing. So you know exactly what's going on. This is about someone's and a child, maybe somebody that was wounded, somebody that was hurting, somebody that had issues. Maybe it was something to do with their childhood, their comfort zone, something about their parents, maybe to do with children. But you need to let it be. You need to let it take place, as difficult as it may be. This is very deep. I see. You need to detach. You need to rest from this. You need to keep silence and not state your opinion. I feel like somehow you need to come to terms that you are completing a challenge and it's coming to an end and it's coming out of your hands. It's actually being taken away from your hands. Is a completion of a karmic chapter of your life. And after this, once it's over, the end, there are celebrations, believe it or not, even if it's difficult now, but that's what it looks like to me. Major relationship changes, my dear Scorpio, major. Relationship changes that are needed, that have been going on too long. They needed repair. So you finally will be facing the end of a very difficult situation. It was very difficult. That's what I'm shown here. And a new future is going to be very near after this ending. A beautiful future that you will be manifesting. An incredible shift, an important shift is happening in your life. Something you've been trying to manifest, praying for, wanting. And it looks like January 2027 is going to mark a very special time that you are able to take action. You are able to finally go on a holiday, maybe have a vacation, take action in some way, travel. Some news is coming to you, some green light for you to go ahead. Some money might be coming in, also a vacation, because I'm seeing coins coming in here, money coming in, and there's a lot of progress. In fact, things might go so much out of control that you are climbing the ladder. I feel like you are going to be ranking up to a level where there's promotions, there's connections, your clientele are growing. And there's a lot of money, solid finances, even to the point where you might consider investing, you might consider banking some money on long-term maybe deposits or something like that. I am seeing banking here, could be to do with your work. I also see that you are filled with all these questions you're wanting answers to. And finally, I feel like seeking information is going to help you big time. There's a lot that you need to literally seek information, like, professional information, so that you know what to do. Destiny intervenes. There's something spiritual taking place. There could be sorrow and the loss of someone. Because I'm seeing a temple and I'm seeing a coffin. There could be an ending to someone's life, maybe. There could be a crisis. But it's something that you have somehow, you are getting honor and respect coming to you because of all that you have done. Maybe you have stood by this person so much to the point where you have healed them. You have protected them in your own way. And if there are negative people around, that are beyond your vicinity or control, this is all, you are protected from all of this. So there will be gossip. You might hear gossip, but ultimately, whatever gossip it is, it's all lies and deception. You don't have to worry about that. I see that there's toxic people around, but ultimately I'm seeing that you are so protected that will not harm you at all. You are going through the process of healing and transformations, and your intuition is very strong, my dear Scorpio, very strong. Pay attention to it, because it's your intuition that brings you success. Many of you may be working with your intuition in your work. I also see a major change, and I see that you're rising above and your perspective is changing. Even your perspective is changing with this transition that's taking place. I feel like you're strategizing and using your skill and your focus on rising above everything and changing your perspective. A great renewal, a time of renewal, brings you awesome what? Emotional fulfillment. I was going to say money maybe, but the coins were over here. Now it's emotional fulfillment. And I feel like there is a promise, something that you've always wanted or felt inside of your heart that it was going to happen, and you're finally getting that promise. You were looking for a way out of something, and it's finally coming to you. There might have been a misunderstanding, but your personal strength and peace are assuring your success and you leaving a situation that is no longer working. It might have been in connection to someone of air energy, like Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. It's amazing, how obvious, because air and water don't go well together. It was a journey that taught you important spiritual lessons, one of which was, and everyone will agree to this, patience. It's like you had to go out of your way and be patient with so much difficulty, so many strange concepts and thoughts that you didn't even agree to, but you had to go through and put up with so much words, so many ideas that you didn't even agree to, but you were putting up. And this was all to do with an air energy, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. And that's finally coming to an end. I do see someone that has Taurus in them, Taurus or Gemini, or they could be the ram. There's a ram, the head of the ram here, so Aries possible. Taurus possible, Aries, oh, this is Taurus. It's not the ram. Sorry. Let me just get closer. Oh, yes, no, it's not the ram. It is Taurus. Taurus, very strong here. It's a bull. And it shows to me that someone that might have Taurus in them, might be coming into your life, but they've also got water in their sign. There's water energy in them. So water and Taurus, which is earth and water, which is great. It's your twin flame that's coming in your life. You know, one thing, let me tell you about this person. They're going to be perfect. They are going to be perfect. The way they take care of themselves, the way they present themselves. They're spiritual. It's a spiritual connection. It's someone that's very spiritual. You are going to be on the same level together. There's something about them that you will adore. And what it is, it looks like they possess some sort of power or strength, or they like change, they like exploring. Sorry, I had to stop it due to a sneeze. I was saying about this person, the qualities in them, they like to change, they like to see different things, they like to explore, and you'll love that in them because you are also one that is wanting to explore and go and look at different places. And maybe you didn't have that in the current or just past situation you were in. Maybe you were dealing with someone difficult, but now I feel like a spiritual journey with someone, a spiritual partner, that you are united on a very high level. In fact, there's so much activities that you'll be doing together. Fun, exciting activity. There's a lot of activity. I also see you like going through, seeing a lot of public places, venues, societies, crowds, audience, parties, events. You know, maybe you're dating, but not only just dating. It's like there's community get-togethers, there's outdoor get-togethers, playing and having fun and enjoying and exploring. And there's a lot of passion and there's a lot of pleasure together, united in this person and in you. So it works out beautifully. It blends magically. I also see money coming in, and this money is going to help you go on a very small vacation, but you're going to love this. You're going to be lying back, resting, relaxing, enjoying the pleasure of nature and scenery, and so much success is coming. Now I see, now this is moving on. I'm seeing a lot of, the gates of victory are opening up for you. A lot of wealth is coming, a lot of abundance. In fact, I'm seeing a situation where there is a land or a house that's up on a hill. This house and this land, it could be a land, it could be a house. A lot of abundance is coming. There's a treasure. There is a treasure. Bear with me, my dear viewers. I'm getting cold all of it because it's very cold. And I haven't got the heater on because it makes too much noise. Forgive me for this now. I was seeing the treasure. I see, okay, so it's really bizarre because for some of you it could be a house, and for others it could be a land. Okay, but I know it's high up. I'm seeing hills. It's sitting on a hill. There's a lot of money. There's a lot of abundance. And it's coming at a perfect time where somebody really needs it. Someone that is drinking. It's not weird. Somebody that's drinking or started drinking, or maybe drinking alcohol. This could be just what? Could it be that someone that might have alcohol problems, and with this, sale could make a big difference? All I know is something magical in regard to treasure and abundance is happening in regard to either a house or a land that are on a hill, and it's all happening where abundance is coming in, and it's all happening in November. November is given the month there for timing, and I see you jumping for joy and in so much gratitude for what's happening, for what's coming. So that is absolutely great news. Wow, I love that. Now, moving on into the next one, there is something that requires you to communicate. You've got this curiosity about this, whether it's selling or whatever communication is needed. Alert. There is an alert here where you need to investigate and gather information. Gathering information is going to be vital. You've got to know this. This is so important. This is taken over like a quarter of your cup. And it could be about, you are going to learn some lessons. This is about completion of a chapter. That chapter that's completing could be something to do with a land or a house, either one. And there is cautiousness. So that you can be tactful, you need to accomplish what you want, but by gathering information, it'll give you the mental acuity and the cleverness to see how to maneuver your way in or out of this. There's money, there's plans that you've got to put into action, papers and documents, and there is also a period of frustration of not knowing. That is going to be overcome by the information that you're gathering. It is important that you collect a lot of information, and then this chapter will be closed. It's coming to an end. I do see October here, maybe not, or even September, October. I saw November before with the abundance, so this could be starting in September and into October. But I see in October you're putting things together, you're organizing things, you're fixing things, papers, documents, getting into a lot of breaking things down, writing, delivering, emailing, signing. All of that is happening. But caution is there, and now I've told you about it. Don't let pride stand in your way in any way. Continue your mission, and you are going to be abundant. You are going to go through so much spiritual wealth. There's going to be so much money in your life that you'll get over money, and all you'll be thinking about is spiritual wealth. In fact, to the point where I see you praying, meditating, something magnificent. It's like you've been set free from all the hurdles and all the pain and all the debts, all the problems, all the responsibilities. And it's like you'll have this worry-free life, which is wonderful. And there is someone that you are letting go of, that's for sure. That is for sure. But then I see adventure, excitement when this is coming to a completion, and I see a new beginning. A new beginning that brings you a lot of blessings, a life filled with blessings. You'll get all your achievements. You'll see everything you've always wanted, everything you've dreamed about, like wanting for yourself, for your family. You're seeing it all get accomplished, and oh my God, it's like your wishes all being granted, and they were all developing, and then you'll see it all being put together like on a golden platter, sort of, at the end of the day when that abundance comes. So if you were having any kind of financial difficulties, all that is gone. If you were dealing with past lives, karmic matters, and you were, those karmic chapters are getting closed. You have lost so much time with a karmic situation. Sorry. My nose is running. That's why you see me stop. It's like you were dealing with someone that you've dealt with in past lives, and it was so complicated. They complicated your life so much. And you just need so much healing. And I also see grief. It's like you're grieving the loss of this person. This person could be falling apart, and you're coming to an ending of this karmic chapter. You are grieving for them. You are sad for them. But you know this was part of your karma. You know you've done the hard work. You've done the best that you could. And you're releasing and healing from the past. That's what I see for you. And it's happening. In fact, this process is starting August, September, October. It's all happening. I also see like this person that's working so hard and they're trying to reach success. They become impatient, and this impatience can cause a fall. There's a possibility. And this situation requires very careful handling, because it's something that's destiny, and it's those big things where they're out of our hands. You're going through awakening and a lot of meditation and healing and praying maybe. There's a lot you know, but you're not letting on. It's like you don't want to talk about what you know, because you know you might be dealing with other people who won't understand you. There is a lot of effort needed now in a new love partnership that might be coming, that you might not be in the mood, you might be overwhelmed, but it's someone special. And it comes at a perfect timing when you get your abundance. That way you've got a lot of stress-free time and a lot of debts being paid, and have done so much for those that you care about, that you will be a bit more. This beginning is going to give you a fresh start where you will feel light and coming alive, and vitality and excitement, fertility and rejuvenation. All of that is going to affect you, the abundance that's coming. And you'll be able to spring back into action again, even though you don't believe it. And it's going to happen by a miracle. There is a miracle taking place. A beautiful miracle takes place for you. And with this miracle comes a big announcement. So remember, announcement, miracle. I don't know which one's coming first. It's like the chicken and the egg. Okay, so a lot of patience is needed. especially when it comes to your health. You have to take care of your health. I see the light coming into your life. I see you being free from something that was maybe giving you stress. That is going, that is leaving. And I feel like you're rising like the phoenix. After a situation that ends, there's a rebirth. You're starting again, starting awakening, becoming strong. Total transformation. Total, complete transformation in your life. You are loving it. You're beginning to take your first step into the light, and you are so overwhelmed. Someone of water energy is someone that adores you. This person might be new coming into your life, but this person is someone that there's tears of joy. Okay, this is very strange. Bear with me. There's tears of joy. This is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing overflowing abundance from someone that really cares about you a lot. And you mean the world to this person. So they might have water energy in them, or they might be coming in your life at a time when you're dealing with a water energy. I see a new home, a new lifestyle. I see a new relationship. For some of you, you're getting engaged and getting married. I see that here, connected to someone on a very high level, and their water energy. There's water energy here, then there's fire again, and there is air energy involved. So there could be two people. One person that cares about you a lot, wants to give you the world, abundance, and then there is another one that they too adore you. They want to marry you. They want to spend the rest of their life with you. There is that kind of scenario here. One could be a parent or a family member. The other one could be someone that someone that cares about you a lot, that you want to marry, or if you're already married, you're going to take your relationship to the next level, something like that. Water energy, air, and fire. Let me go first with the water that I see here. I see Cancer, very strong, taken over. Then comes Pisces, then Scorpio. So they've got water energy, which means they are going to be a twin flame if they've got fire or earth in them. The second one I'm seeing here is air energy, which is Aquarius, strong Aquarius, very strong. Then there is Libra, Taurus, and there's Gemini, Virgo. Very interesting. Let's see the earth. Now, we've got 3 Capricorns, but there is Taurus, Libra, 3, which means the other 3 was Libra, Taurus. That makes it 6 Taurus, Libra. Very strong. That's air and earth. Then there is Mercury with Virgo, and then there is Gemini, Virgo, 5. There's 5 Virgo, Gemini. So the majority of you will be dealing with earth energy, Taurus, Libra. Second on the ladder will be Virgo, Gemini, and then in the air energy comes Aquarius, and in the earth energy comes Capricorn. Capricorn is the one that's smooth, which is the best one for you rather than air. Like not having air is a bit there's complications, but when it's pure earth, like Capricorn, and having fire, which I'm seeing here, the strongest Leo and Aries are the strongest. Then comes Sagittarius. So if you are with a Capricorn Aries or Capricorn Leo, that makes it a soulmate. Either one, if it's earth with water, fire with water, that's a twin flame. So fire energy, Leo, Aries, the strongest for the majority. Second comes Sagittarius. And Capricorn was very strong there too. Now, into the animal kingdom, the Chinese. The Chinese, I'll go those through very fast because I know many of you are not into them that much. But the ones that are controlling here, the people that you're dealing with, or someone that comes into your life, and the majority of you are going to be dealing with Chinese ear of the pig, Chinese ear of the sheep, Chinese ear of the monkey, the horse, Chinese ear of the dragon, the dog, and the rabbit. And second on the ladder is the rat. The pig was the strongest there. Now that puts an end to that. Now I'm going to be giving you the information. I was going to drink some water maybe just before I do this one. 1 second. My throat is drying up due to the freezing cold we're in down here in Melbourne. Okay, Scorpio. The information that came from meditation from the heavens and the universe is this. It says concentration needed. That means you have to focus. Slow down and relax. Stillness. You need to pause. Preservation. You have to preserve your energy. You need to pause. You need to be in stillness. Stability is coming. Focus is needed. Wow. Standing firm. Cutting away the noise. You need to really concentrate. There's something big happening in your life. A wish will be granted very soon. Love that for you. A wish granted very soon. Very nice. September. Oh my God, remember I was saying from September all the way to November. I saw November very strong, September. That is incredible. So it's starting in September. Balancing duality. So, trying to balance duality. Dropping the ego. Remember I said be careful of pride. Don't let pride stand in your way. An act of humanity is needed. Bowing to the high. Oh my God, this is incredible, my dear Scorpio. Balancing duality, dropping the ego, an act of humanity is needed. Bowing to the high. That means, this is really big. You know what this means? This means something big is going to happen. That you can't let ego stand in your way. You need to act and become selfless and do an act of humanity. You have to have compassion in order to do that. And it might be difficult because you might be dealing with someone that you don't want to do that for. But you have to bow to the high. That means bowing to the high. It means bowing to what is destined, to what destiny and the heavens or the universe are expecting of you. This is really big, my dear Scorpio. You can't imagine how big this is. And I feel like September onwards this is going to happen. Something about March 2027, or maybe somebody born in March who is either Pisces or Aries. Bowing to the high. I've never had that phrase, ever. An act of humanity I have. Anyway, something about shoes. Maybe putting yourself in somebody else's shoes. Empathy, that could be. Or literally your shoes need attention. Maybe they're wearing a size that is not quite right. Maybe they're not as wide enough as they should be. Maybe you're flat-footed and you don't know. You need to fix it. If you're having back issues, all of that. Your shoes are at question. Or maybe they're giving you a clue that you have to do something about your shoes. Anyway, either way, feedback. I'd love feedback when it comes to this, especially to this dropping the ego and the act of humanity and bowing to the high. I would love it when that happens, that you guys share that with me. Something happens in May, or somebody that's born in May, which is Taurus. We saw Taurus here before. Taurus, Libra, very strong. And also May is somebody born in May is Gemini. And it says here, do the math. Like they don't say do the math, but that's what I got from them. You do put it together and try to understand what we're trying to say. So do the math. That's me saying do the math. What they're trying, March, shoes, May, something like that. So you have to do the math and try to understand what they mean. Then I've got number 9 here, which is again connected to September. We got number 9. So September, or somebody born in September, who could be, September is connected to Virgo and Libra. It is also connected to the Chinese year of the monkey. It is connected to September 2027. And it is about a challenge that you will overcome, and then a big matter comes to an end. This is happening from the time you see this cup all the way to September. And the challenge will be putting an end to something very difficult. And that is the end of your reading, my dear Scorpio. I hope you enjoyed it. Do give me a thumbs up, and your feedback will make a lot of difference. I wish you a lot of blessings and a lot of love and light. Namaste.